Why we call this open poetry night. So please put your hands together for Mike Sauntry.
I can't top that. Yeah, right. It's something that happened to me maybe 9 years ago or so. It just sometimes magic things happen to you, moments, and this is about one of them. There was a small boat coming into shore, and I felt connected to everything. I was in a small boat on a lake headed toward shore, and it just came, a gathering moment. I felt at once as one. The sun on my skin, the breeze blowing, the spray of water from the boat's wake, and the wake. I felt the waves upon the shore and the shore. I felt the whole of the lake and the land, the green of the grasses, the trees, and every leaf, the people and the voices, and the girls cooking. I felt the cabins and the cars and the birds in the air and the fish below, and the loon calling. I felt the blue of the sky and the movements of the clouds, and the light. I actually felt the light. All of this I felt, and felt it not as these things, but as one thing, as they merged and melded into a oneness. And I felt myself dissolving into all of it. And I was no longer me, but I was all of it, with one with everything. And I felt the feeling of each, which was the all of the above, all of the below, and it was a grand circle made up of itself. And the all became one and was one, and it all was alive, and its feeling was my feeling, and there was no my, only this living, breathing energy. That was this moment, that was outside of time, this feeling, being that was beyond words to describe, this otherworldly world that is this world, that I did not see before, did not feel before, and it only lasted for a minute or two, this world, but in there, it was timeless. And never was I so large or so small in the grandness of it all, the grace and the glory. And then I returned from the oneness into this world, where all of this is separate, which is where I am now, no longer beyond time, but in this time. And I never told anyone until now, but sometimes the softness of it comes alive inside of me in the blessed memory. And in thinking about it, this thought comes. I wonder if this is what we feel when we die, and we are in this glory of oneness before we come back as something, someone else, and spend it in this life, feeling what that thing feels, forgetting the oneness that we were, that highest plane, to live in this one, beyond the mind of eternity, until we are all called there again. And now I glory to remember that for a brief time I was this, that I remember this, that all and everything of it I will feel again, be again, when the oneness comes calling and I ascending become again.